Hello everybody, this is Kata, this is TSdL, Season 7, Round of 16. We have Hayl versus Mr. Take It Easy. Looking at Hayl's box, definitely a more slower, stallier box. 3 healers, Rosin, Flo, Liana, TSdL, Bernhardt, Oldius. TSdL providing some off-heal support. Oldius just here for general stalling, while Bernhardt can usually take a little while to reach the opponent. Mr. Take It Easy often to ban out the Pepsi, and then the Cure, and then the Wedum. If you look at Mr. Take It Easy's box, 4 tanks, very safe against any sort of mages, which there are none of in Hayl's box. And then a very heavy AoE focus, with a very big side origin focus as well, with Leonhardt, Lewin, even Luna. But definitely AoE with units like Ahri and Leonhardt in the box generally. Hayl, on the other hand, is choosing to immediately remove the healers. Unless Mr. Take It Easy wants to go all in on an AoE combo. Which there are still, in that sense, 3 healers left in Mr. Take It Easy's box between Sophia, Kira, and Juggler. They can help a little bit against AoE, although Bernhardt with Sword Dance is a pretty good condition against that. Still, Sophia can counter Sword Dance, and Sophia's what gets picked up. Mr. Take It Easy banning out Rosin, and then banning out Werner. Pretty much just targeting the assassins here, and then banning out Rosin to try and force Hayl into picking up a healer. Hayl responds with Hayl banning out Elwyn and Juggler. Juggler's pretty good at locking down Landius. There is still potential for another tank, but Hayl probably does not really want to pick another tank. And Ellen's just annoying. Guard removal, all that jazz, hard to kill. Looking at Hayl's box now, after Himiko and Sherry gets banned, pretty much just TSdL and Helena to try and capitalize off this Sword Dance combo. What up, Lurker? My pulls, I skip. So Mr. Take It Easy picking up the Lewin. Leonhardt is one component of the AoE combo removed, and Kira was not. Somebody that could take advantage of the AoE. So it does look like an Ahri pick here. And there's still Bernhardt Sword Dance combo on Mr. Take It Easy's side as well here. Getting the TSdL, and then I imagine Oldius last. Hilda 5th is not really going to do anything against this AoE comp. Do you ban Luna? Luna probably really won't do much. I guess Lando is not her worst matchup. She can do some damage. The strat is more AoE. Luna can bring wind pressure, but not like that's very significant damage. Or just pick up a tank. Bernhardt can definitely be a menace, even to Lewin. Yeah, bans out the Luna. I mean, pretty much the most threatening thing to Lando. Mr. Take It Easy gets his choice of tank. Probably Hilda. Give Ahri a Tensei buff, although I guess that's not a big concern, really, because Ahri is Empire, if I recall correctly. I'm not sure, though. I'm pretty sure she's Empire. I'll have to check. Oh no, she's Tensei. Duh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so... Hilda would have been a buff for Ari there. I should have known Tensei because I knew she was Myth, and obviously she's Time. Nonetheless. Ari won't be having a buff, she'll just have Sophia buff. I mean, Sophia could technically bring Strength in, but I don't think she will. Christy does have a bit of a better matchup against Bernhardt here. Christy has a buff for Sophia as well, a bigger buff. It's definitely worth mentioning that Sophia 3C removes debuffs before it heals, so that is actually a really nice answer to Bernhardt's Sword Dance. It is kind of Origin. I mean, there's Luna, there's Leonhardt, there's Lewin, and there's Freya. So, I mean, there's a decent amount of Origin to be buffed by Freya here. Interesting that Freya did get banned, though. I guess Redeemers are what Hayl is worried about there. If Bernhardt really wants to bring Werewolves. And if Freya brings Redeemers into that, it's going to be pretty useless. Because even if there is the AoE combo, that is what is Hayl going for, there is the endgame cleanup after that, where troops still matter. EO music, let's go, for reals. I think it fits Lang really well. Taking a look at the skills, Bernhardt brought Sword Dance as we expected. Mariandel with her standard kit, bringing single target heal, then 3C and Aqua Purification for off heals. Leno bringing Royal Cab, which is the best choice you can bring against Bernhardt. Pretty much. Because Guardian Infantry have this annoying thing where the werewolves have cav-type movement animation, so the werewolves will run up and get the Guardian Infantry pretty close to Lando, and Lando will run right forward in front of the Guardian Infantry and then eat 20 Bernhardt ticks to the face, which tends to kill the green Lando. Alright, with Anglia Hammer. I mean, pushback could have been a little useful, but going for a bigger AoE combo, potentially. Five-star Christie, so no revive right now. Mr. Take It Easy just pushing up. But the tank's not the primary concern here. I mean, Mr. Take It Easy was pushing to picking a tank last, so... pretty much here to just provide a little bit of coverage. Not Sissy exclusive, but a May roll. Damn, my Sissy's 3 stars. I just started sharding her today. Finished my Pepsi. Pretty bulky Ari. And Sophia is the buff. I don't know, that's kind of why I like Tilda more, because I didn't feel like Christie would give a lot of value. Just that Tensei buff for Ari seemed pretty nice. But maybe Christie in endgame will show us what's up. Very thick burn. Ari was a weird 4th pick. I didn't think... from what I remember, he didn't really have great other choices. Yeah, Hilda helps against Oldius knockback. The nice thing about Christie is that she can carry late game, yeah. But It'll just take a while because it's a 4-star Christie. Or no, yeah, 5-star. Sorry, 3 stacks. She's only like a real endgame menace once she's shed all of her stacks and has first strike up. Let's take it easy, already pushing up into the center. Things do start getting scary when you actually hit this Ari, because once she gets double AoE, Ari Sophia can be an interesting combo play. Yeah. Lewin to harass a bit. Yeah, just using Grand Cross. Has to be misclick? Yeah. Damn. Sad to see. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Just an accident. I mean, if anything, you'd like want Ari to be getting hit, because once she can double act again is when she can potentially score unit kills. I would say it's not over though. I mean, there is rewind. Pretty sure Mariandel reaches like this entire team, but this looks a bit out of her range. Hello. There's a 6-star Mariandel. A lot of it. Very scary. But still, 8,600, plus there's Christie aura reducing. And in some sense, Hayl might not want to burn this immediately. But I guess you can put up 3C. Now the issue is that okay, yeah, act again. But there's no more AoE heals. So that only did like about 4,000 damage to Bernhard, only about 4,000 damage to Lewin. Everybody's still pretty healthy. Olius didn't clock 3C. Bernhard's not in range to follow up at all. Now with Mr. Take It Easy having turn priority, I mean, there is a Mariandel 3C after this, but maybe Light Array could scoop up one thing? Maybe you just sword dance with Burn because you kind of want to use Rewind anyway. Hope Hayl pushes up a bit, and then Lewin can blow his AoE too, and then Sophia can use Rewind. Or could back off. Mariandel doesn't have mana now. Did clock the 3C. Whoever can combo Burn Sword Dance better will win, yeah. And that's the thing, Bernhardt's out of range on Hayl's side right now. Sophia will have her 3C back up. But Mariandel will be raining down some damage. Now Light Array onto both of these. No talent now, though. This Bernhardt still looks safe. It does look like balanced blade, but it still only reaches Lewin and Christie. Although Lewin could be in danger. He is a green unit. So Bernhardt will do some pretty sizable damage with Sword Dance. Disrupture is always strong. A lot of defense though, very thick. Sophia just pops to rewind now. I can understand that because you are a bit worried about the incoming AoE damage. Ari's still a bit off. It is sadly before skills go off. Damage doing quite a bit. Then the question is, now this mana purification will be pretty useless. Yeah, Maria. Oh, the after heal from. That's how that works? Yeah, that's how. Apparently, that's how that works. She removes the debuff. Oh, talent heal? Okay. Yeah. The talent heal just seems so big. And she only had, like what, 2 stacks of mana, I think? But it was so huge. Oh, okay. It's just always... Yeah. Yeah, talent doesn't check stacks. Talent is just always a 3 times heal if she has a mana. Just extra int, right? Okay. And she's just clocking everything. So yeah, it looks like Hayl will be taking game 1. Bernhardt's in range now too, there's no healing, everything looks a bit dead to AoE. Yeah, Mariendo also a pretty good answer to Sword Dance. Doesn't get the old ES. But with 2 AoEs between Burn and Mariendel, it seems like Burn and Lewin will go down. Another clock! Mariendel just clocks every single skill. Yeah, it's both Burn and Lewin going down, even Ari dying. And that's GG. Yeah, tough with that Ari misclick. That was a very pivotal part of Mr. Take It Easy's combo. If, like, once the AoE start flying and Ari drops below 70%, then Ari can double act and scoop up some kills. Misclick doesn't change much. I don't know, maybe Ari can kill, like, Mariendo with double AoE. Might have been tough, yeah. How is she getting double AoE? I mean, Hal's just chucking AoEs. You just don't heal the Ari. She should be good after. Okay, well, a really big box swap. Yeah, 9-unit change. Hard to... Pretty low chance that Hayl just irresponsibly leaves Ari open to Wombo. Yeah. I don't know. There were just potential plays there. I mean, yeah, obviously Ari didn't act again in the last match, so... Nonetheless, big box swaps for Mr. Take It Easy. Bring in Akaya, swapping in pretty much all the assassins. Running all 4 big meta assassins. Bringing in Tiaras too. So a more aggressive assassin, single target oriented strategy for Mr. Take It Easy now, rather than the more tanky, durable AoE side of things. Whereas Hayl takes out Odious. And I think he must have put in one of these units, probably Ham. Put in Juggler. Oh, God, I just could not see the backup. Thank you. I don't know. Yeah, so Hayl second picking Rosin. Healer was not threatened. Rosin does provide Miracle buff. Does kind of stops Ham from hero versaling Landius. Ellen could also be a consideration if the Landius is not blood packed. Rosin does not do too much against most of the other things. I'm going pretty fast, so Assassins on Hayl's side, yeah, stops passive block too, which is important. From Ham or Ellen. And Mr. Take It Easy is banning out the Assassins, and then banning out Himiko for long-range AoE annoyance. Did get forced into picking up Florentia, who is on the weaker side of things towards AoE. Most of the AoE components of Hayl are getting removed here. There's still Juggler and Helena. Likely we're going to see one of those get picked up here to try and combo with this Mariandel. And Hayl does seem like he's going to get forced into a 2-healer composition. Picking up the Juggler. Can Pepsi kill Phalanx Mariandel? It's actually pretty tough. I'm imagining with 4 stacks, but one issue is that Hayl has the Miracle advantage here, so there's definitely some time for Mariandel and Jug to AoE in that interim. And then once Pepsi's on the back foot with limited healing from just Florentia, it's going to come down to what these other picks from Mr. Take It Easy can do. It's also going to be difficult to get through 2 tanks with something like Sherry. I mean, Sherry's stun is also disabled by picking up the Rosin. What's the best win condition here? I mean, maybe Lucretia, try to... That's the thing, Rosin's up, so even Black Hole can't save you. Sherry with Goblins probably is going to not be able to kill Mariandel. Let's take it easy, pick up another tank, so maybe the strategy is stall? Hayl just has all the heals in the world. The mid-fight? And Mariandel plus Juggler with an AoE break through? There is Florentia, who is getting buffed by Hilda now, so Florentia can dish out some breezes, plus Act Against. he just could get picked up here, so if it comes down to sitting in the center, it looks like Mr. Take It Easy has the much better comp to rush it, but instead he picks up Lucretia. Lucretia seems like it's going to be tougher to do much. The AoE side of things is shut down by this comp. I mean, Rosin, just no debuffs are coming through, the damage is going to be nothing. Single target, it's going to be difficult to bust this Landius. If Liana brings Highlands, then she should be relatively safe against this Pepsi, at least without stacks. And more pertinently, there's not a lot of great ways for Pepsi to get any stacks to begin with. I mean, there's like, what, Sacrifice Lucretia Puppet? Rosin is the most vulnerable to Pepsi. Puppet TB is better than TP for refreshing Pepsi. Yeah, I agree, actually. Like, the cooldown reduction will be pretty big. Even on Florentia, it could help a lot. First pick tank was a mistake. It was a pretty aggressive box. But yeah, it seems like he got all his good DPS cut out. But once you pick a tank, you kind of need a healer too. And just that interim gave Hayl enough time to ban out all the biggest threats to him. All on Pepsi. If Lucretia's Gift of Eternal Life, it could make a pretty big difference here. The extra healing would be really nice for Mr. Take It Easy side. Florentia will generally need to stay back. A very stally composition from Hayl. Master Vice on Juggler is pretty much what you would expect. I mean, hopefully mrtakeiteasy doesn't clock 4 times in a row after, like, last game, right? The big issue is that Espelon needs trades to get stacks. Yeah, and just Hayl's ban pick shut that down pretty well, which makes it difficult to carry with Pepsi, unless you can pick up something like Liana or somebody else with summons so you can eventually farm stacks, then it's gonna be tough against this kind of stall pick. Between 2 healers, it just seems like single target Lucretia will never get through anything. Was Werner an option when he picked Espelon? I do not think so. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Werner got banned 3rd. Single target's still better than AoE Luke and a Juggler Rosin, yeah, for sure, it's just Luke's not going to be very effective nonetheless. First pick Werner. Well, I have seen Werner fail to kill mrtakeiteasy, at least Assassin. Infantry would very easily kill her. Heavy infantry on Pepsi. No, the class advantage doesn't work with Epsilon. Yeah, the class advantage doesn't work. And Epsilon attacks troops anyway. It's like Listel, he just totally ignores everything. Like, Listel's flyers don't have archer weakness. And her lancers don't get cab advantage. Yeah, the animation is that Pepsi hits the troops first, which is why Phalanx can actually potentially tank. This Pepsi is very lacking in damage increase. I mean, maybe with like 4 stacks, it's probably enough to kill the Mariandel, but the issue is how do you get there? At least in this game. The 4-stack Epsi is quite the damage boost. 20% attack will go a long way. Even with stacks, Lando are spooky, yeah, because if Pepsi doesn't crit, he basically doesn't have a talent. So it's always going to be a bit of RNG. At least he's hitting troops, so they only have the Lando aura reduction, and with 3C he has like 100% crit, so the chance of him whipping that is like 20%. But still, at least I think Lando aura is 20%. 30%, sorry, yeah, so 70%. Still, that's almost 1 in 3 that he misses crit on, so... in do or die situations like games often tend to be. Even with the crit, the X reduction is also a lot, yeah. Yeah, damage up from Tenyo is... one hope. And it is worth mentioning that Mr. Take It Easy does have 2 tanks. Hayl only really has 1 Magic Guard tank. Yeah, Glory on Lucretia and Flows on Unique, so that's not an out. But yeah, with 2 tanks, it's a lot easier to push up into the center as fast as possible. As you can see, Mr. Take It Easy is pretty much already near the center. No clock, so that's good for Mr. Take It Easy, but there is the Dimensional Jewel. This only has a 3-round cooldown, so it's gonna be a lot of AoE spam. Hayl has to worry about Lucretia potentially sniping out of guard range units, whereas Mr. Take It Easy has to worry about nothing. He can just take the center, but then the question is, can Hayl bust through Mr. Take It Easy before the fog rolls up? Probably because floor solo healing is not good, yeah. I mean, there is Puppet to rewind, strategic regroup, and potentially 3C. Lucretia could be Gift of Eternal Life to provide additional healing, but it does look very tough for Mr. Take It Easy. There's also floral, it is worth mentioning floral regalia, too. Because that does prevent some AoE damage from coming through. Realistically, Pepsi shouldn't be trying much. I mean, this Mariandel's on a forest, too. Even with full troops, I mean, there's Miracle, Lando Aura. Not getting through that, probably. I guess we'll see if Luke's Gift of Eternal Life or not. And it's also worth mentioning that Juggler's cooldowns are long. So if Juggler doesn't accomplish much, then Mr. Take It Easy is just sitting in the center. Not Gift of Eternal Life. Probably 3C with Jug first. Which means Mr. Take It Easy probably wants to occupy this tile. He would throw Luke and her puppet into the fog. Yeah, I don't know about that one. At least not right now. You need units in the center. Yeah, near the end that could be good. Like heal up Pepsi or something. Yeah. The dog does get a nice jump. Rosin did bring 3C. Liana will be in range to follow up off the jump. So it's not very easy to kill dog after he does jump. But there is potential Hill to act again. That way if dog jumps here, you can just ram him back out. Continue occupying the center. Then Christy gets the act again. The dog jumping here to lock down more units and prevent units from being able to actually push into the center. Again, Hayl giving over turn priority. Lucretia does look like she can take at least one instance, but Pepsi might be in danger. He's alive. And Marion does not have full stacks. Pepsi's also on a forest. Plenty of auras. Oh, Mr. Take It Easy used an act again too, so yeah, just... He would have had turn priority, but that is GG. Now you can't act again there. That's my bad. Oof. So yeah, I think what Luna said about Mr. Take It Easy picking up a tank first with that more aggressive box, it let Hayl remove all the biggest threats to his units, and then it was just impossible to kill this very stally composition, and the AoE damage was enough to break through. I can understand how Mr. Take It Easy ended up picking 4th pick Hilda. It seemed like one of the better bets. Offensively, he didn't really have many options to try and accomplish something else. He did. What do you have? Could have picked Akaya instead and then gotten another act again. Then maybe you bring double guard ignore on Pepsi. And if you have that, then maybe with double act again as player 2, you can score a kill. So maybe something like that, yeah. And Akaya does fuel the Pepsi, that is true too, with wolves. But it's only one wolf, really. But maybe if Pepsi can get another kill. But yeah. Yeah, no, I think that has some potential, because the stall route didn't seem to have any. But yeah, congratulations to Hayl for advancing to the round of 8. And better luck next time to Mr. Take It Easy.